All right, good afternoon. So after some lunch and a quick nap and a phone call, we decided we're going to be deleting the tuners and installing the new ones. So in order to do that, we're going to have to fill those holes. But actually, speaking of deleting something, we've far long to lived in a country where you could delete your wiener, but not your EGR system. So I'm happy to say that with the new EPA laws, when the new Denali shows up, I get to delete the EGR system and turn it into a proper dirty max. So for all you diesel guys out there, delete it up. Till then, let's get started on this tuner here. I'll be happy to say I'm keeping my wiener. So what we're gonna do is the old toothpick and glue trick. So let's just get right into it because this will be a quick video. You just get it stuck in there, get a bunch of glue in your hole. Let that stick in there. I should have just went ahead and cut that in half first. Get some more glue on here. Stick it in the hole. Make sure get lots of glue in there. Cut another one in half. Stick it in the hole, in and out. It's not going to be an X-rated, but it's starting to sound that way, huh? Glue in the hole, take it in and out. Guess I should just get a couple of these out, huh? Where's the big hole at? Boy, this does start to sound a little X-rated, isn't it? Let's go ahead and just cut a couple of these in half now. Get a couple more out of here. I'll be doing this again, I'm sure, soon, so if I cut too many. Look at that, big hole won't even come out. Alright, I should hopefully do it. So you guys watched me do this on Chug, and I think this is the proper thing to do, and so does one of the viewers. So just a little more work. Yep, that sure is. It's well worth it in my opinion. Like I said earlier, I would have just went ahead and did this, but since this is Pop's guitar, I gotta ask, because it's not mine to make decisions. But he did value the opinion. He was like, well, I guess you better send them back. And I'm like, I was gonna just stick them in there, but it's your guitar and it's up to you. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it if he wanted to do it, but I think he made the right decision by go ahead and getting these glued up, because the tuners are going to cover all these holes except for this very one at the tip, the chrome part where the screw goes in. That part right there goes right across the screw hole. So when we get all done with this, hopefully you won't see it. Now you guys are probably wondering, why is that dumbass leaving all that glue behind? Well, we'll get to that as soon as we're done putting this on. I'll wet a rag and we'll wipe off the excess glue, and we will let this dry up, and then we'll do a video, obviously, trimming these things off and installing the new tuners and drilling the holes. I'm gonna get a little more on that one. Alright, let's cap that up because I am known for clumsiness and I don't want that everywhere. So let's just get a little bit of good old mountain spring water. Wet the rag. Boy, this is like hydrophobic. Doesn't want to absorb water. You ever get a brand new bath towel? You're going to dry off with it and it won't dry you off. It's kind of like what this just did. So we're just going to go ahead and go around these now. I figured I'd do this after I did it, so I didn't have to keep reaching in there to get the rag and wipe these off. And I'm not too worried about getting it all off where the tuners go, because tuners will be there, but it will also scrape off with the razor blade. You'll see with the little flat X-Acto knife. that I use to trim these off with. I'm not going to leave piles of it there, obviously, or be haphazard about taking the glue off. We'll take a, I might as well stick my finger in this like that and get in the middle here. We'll get you guys down here to take a look at this here in a second. Let's get all this excess glue off. I think this is the right decision to make. It's too bad that they didn't line up, because those tuners were designed for this specific platform, and it didn't work out. But at least they do have them to be able to change out the tuners from them crappy ones that come on it. And by the way, I had a wonderful comment on the one where I started tearing this apart, and I was like, I don't remember the story or know the whole story about the plant burning down in Mexico. So go back to the comments on tearing this apart and check it out. Subscriber gave the whole story about the Mexican plant and how they sent American bodies and necks down there and refinished them. Well, they didn't refinish them, they finished them down there in Mexico, and then put cheap Chinese parts on them and sent them out. And then he said he had a Japanese one he paid more than twice the money for, and plays crappier than these ones. And he said they're getting really hard to find, these ones here, because the word's getting out about them being American parts. And he says you can still pick them up at a pawn shop for around 200 bucks if you can find them. So keep your eye out for these, because it is the last time, he said, that they ever made the Mexican Squire series like that. So anyways, here you go. This is what it should look like when you get all done with it. Just make sure you get lots of glue shoved in the hole before you leave them in there to dry. So that's what we're going to do. I figured I'd do a quick video so you guys knew. We're going to go ahead and go with these Kluson tuners. So now if you guys have an American one, I don't know if they made an American one with these funky offset tuners or not, but this is the model number of them. And if you have the ones where you can actually use the Klusons, I'd highly recommend those. They look like they were really nice tuners. They make them in a locking and a non-locking. I did get the locking ones for my 50s. Obviously these are a 3x3, but yeah, really super nice tuners. So if you guys want to upgrade your tuners, I highly recommend getting the Kluson locking ones or non-locking. I really like the locking. I put them on your guys' tribute build. So if you're watching for the first time, subscribers got to pick out all the parts and colors on this. This was an ugly tobacco burst tribute with a maple neck, and we got the Kluson Revolution locking tuners on that. And that reminds me, I gotta send Joel a picture of the back of these headstocks, because we just dropped off the Copper Studio to get the Stinger and the Lays logo on it. So I'm gonna have to snap a picture of that and send it down to Joel here as soon as we end this video. But till then, guys, you know, don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep the comments coming. I love your guys' opinions, good and bad. You see something I say or do wrong, call it out, because I don't edit things out. If I speak something that's not right, I just leave it there and let you guys correct it. A lot of the times I catch it before I end up posting the video, but like I said, I don't edit it out. So keep watching and you're bound to find me say something dumb. Until then, don't forget to like and subscribe.